Good evening, this is Akashvani Kohima. I am Jajinya Matha with the evening news. First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address the nation at 8 this evening. India says the fight was with terrorists and their infrastructure, not Pakistan military. India destroys terror bases, exposes Pakistan's air defenses in Operation Sindoor. And on International Nurses Day, Temsusenla Aier says nurses are the backbone in all healthcare institutions. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the nation at 8 this evening. Mr. Modi's address comes in the wake of Operation Sindoor, which was launched by India after the barbaric terrorist attack in Pahalgam, in which 25 Indians and 1 Nepalese citizen were killed. In the retaliatory action, India destroyed multiple terror and military locations across Pakistan and killed over 100 terrorists. Earlier this afternoon, Prime Minister Modi chaired a high-level meeting at his residence in New Delhi. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan, chiefs of the 3 armed forces and several senior officials attended the meeting. Directorate General Air Operations Air Marshal A.K. Bharti today stressed that India's fight was with terrorists and their support infrastructure and not with Pakistan military. He said it is a pity that the Pakistan military chose to intervene and bat for the terrorists, which compelled Indian armed forces to respond in kind.
We also iterated that our fight was with terrorists and their support infrastructure and not with Pakistan military. However, it is a pity that the Pakistan military chose to intervene and bat for the terrorists, which compelled us to respond in kind. दोस्तों, हमारी लड़ाई आतंकवाद और आतंकवादियों के खिलाफ थी। इसलिए 7 मई को हमने केवल आतंकवादी ठिकानों पर ही हमला किया था। पर अफसोस इस बात का है कि पाकिस्तानी सेना ने आतंकवादियों का साथ देना उचित समझा और इस लड़ाई को अपनी लड़ाई बना ली। इस परिस्थिति में हमारी जवाबी कार्यवाही अत्यंत आवश्यक थी और इसमें उनका जो भी नुकसान हुआ, वे खुद इसके लिए जिम्मेदार हैं।
Briefing media in Delhi, Air Marshal Bharti gave details about how Indian forces minimized damage to both civilian and military infrastructure of the countries during Operation Sindoor. He spoke about the layered and integrated air defense systems put in place by the Indian Armed Forces, which includes the assets of the Indian Army and Indian Navy, in addition to their defense assets of IAF.
हमारी तरफ से हमारी एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम्स देश के लिए दीवार की तरह खड़ी थी और इसको भेदना दुश्मन के लिए नामुमकिन था. This brings me to the point, how have Indian forces managed to minimize the damage to both civilian and military infra in the country in spite of the unrelenting efforts by the Pakistani forces? Most of you and the majority populace within the country have had a lot to say about the layered and integrated air defense systems put in place by the Indian Armed Forces, which includes the assets of the Indian Army, the Indian Navy, in addition to the primary air defense assets of the Indian Air Force.
He acknowledged that putting together and operationalizing of the potent air defense environment has been possible over the last decade due to unwavering budgetary and policy support from the Government of India in acquiring state-of-the-art equipment and weapons system. Operation Sindoor marked a significant demonstration of India's military and strategic prowess through a blend of military and non-military means. This multi-dimensional operation successfully neutralized terrorist threats, deterred Pakistani aggression and reinforced India's zero-tolerance policy towards terrorism, all while maintaining strategic restraint and international support. The government has debunked the claims made by the Pakistani military in its recent briefing, while falsely accused some Indian news channels of admitting to the destruction of Indian air bases. The fact-check unit of the Press Information Bureau, PIB, said that Pakistan is misleading its people by producing doctored footage as evidence. In a media briefing held yesterday, the DG ISPR of Pakistan used a small edited portion of a full video clip originally broadcast by Indian news channels. However, the actual footage clearly shows Indian news channels reporting on the destruction of a Pakistani airfield by Indian forces. This is Akashvani Kohima giving you the news. For quick news update, follow us on our X handles AIR News Alerts and AIR_Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Welcome back. You are listening to the evening news. The BJP has said India has given a decisive message to the entire world in the fight against terrorism through Operation Sindoor. Addressing a press conference at party headquarters in New Delhi, party spokesperson Sambit Patra said Prime Minister Narendra Modi directly engaged with the leaders of 20 nations to build consensus on isolating Pakistan and combating terrorism.
प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने लगभग 20 देशों के राष्ट्राध्यक्षों से सीधी बातचीत की। हाउ टू आइसोलेट पाकिस्तान, हाउ टू फाइट अगेंस्ट टेररिज्म। और सबसे बड़ी बात है, तमाम देशों ने भारत का समर्थन किया। सऊदी अरब, यूएई, यूएस, इस्लामिक वर्ल्ड के बड़े देश हैं, सऊदी अरब और यूएई, इन्होंने भारतवर्ष का पूर्णतः समर्थन किया। जिस समय पहलगाम का हमला हुआ था, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री सऊदी अरब में थे। सऊदी अरब के अपने दौरे को जब वो छोड़ के आए, तब उनको वहां एश्योरेंस दिया गया कि आप जाइए, हम आपके साथ खड़े हैं।
Mr. Patra said after the Pahalgam terror attack, Mr. Modi has promised that India will avenge the death of 26 people. He said the Indian Army has displayed indomitable courage through this operation.
ऑपरेशन सिंदूर का उद्देश्य बहुत स्पष्ट था। उसका उद्देश्य था आतंकवाद के ठिकाने को ध्वस्त करना, आतंकवादियों को मारना और आतंकवाद के खिलाफ एक संदेश भेजना, और उसमें हम सफल हुए। पहली बार एक बात पूरे विश्व ने देखा कि पाकिस्तान का हर इंच भारत के पहुंच के अंदर है। कोई कोना पाकिस्तान का ऐसा नहीं है जो भारत के पहुंच से बाहर हो। पाकिस्तान का एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम फेल हो जाता है। जिस समय 6 और 7 के रात के बीच ये पूरी कार्यवाही हो रही थी, रफाल विमान द्वारा स्काल्प और हैमर मिसाइल्स के माध्यम से 23 मिनट्स के अंदर एक विंडो था, जिस विंडो के अंदर ये 9 के 9 आतंकवादी ठिकाने उन्हें ध्वस्त कर दिए गए। 23 मिनट में पूरा विश्व ने देखा कि भारत क्या कर सकता है।
ISRO Chairman Dr. V. Narayanan has said that 10 satellites are continuously working round the clock for the strategic purpose to ensure safety and security of the citizens of the country. Addressing the 5th convocation ceremony of the Central Agricultural University CAU, Imphal at College of Fisheries in Agartala yesterday, the ISRO chairman said if we want to ensure the safety of a country, we have to monitor our 7,000-kilometer seashore areas. He said without satellite and drone technology, country can't achieve many things.
If we have to ensure safety of this country, we have to really serve through the satellite. We have to monitor the entire 7,500 kilometer seashore area. We have to monitor, and the entire northern part we have to monitor continuously. Without satellite technology, without drone technology, we cannot achieve that. I am happy to inform that at least 10 satellites are continuously working, 24/7 working for the strategic purpose to ensure safety and security of the citizens of this country.
International Nurses Day, marking the birth anniversary of Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing, was celebrated across the world today. The theme for this year's celebration was Our Nurses, Our Future, Caring for Nurses Strengthens Economies. Meanwhile, School of Nursing, Dr. Imkong Liba Memorial District Hospital, Mokokchung, celebrated the day with its principal, Temsusenla Aier, as the theme speaker. She called upon all the nurses to reaffirm their dedication to the call of the noble profession, maintaining that nurses are the backbone in all healthcare institution. She also highlighted on the importance of the nurses' mental and physical health and safe working environment. Buddha Purnima was celebrated across the world today. It marks the day when Gautam Buddha was born and also attained the enlightenment or nirvana under the Mahabodhi tree in Bodh Gaya. The sacred occasion organized by Tamang Buddhist Association Kohima was observed with solemnity and devotion at the multi-utility hall Gorkha Public Panchayat Kohima. Nagaland Governor La Ganesan, gracing the celebration, highlighted the enduring significance of Lord Buddha's message and emphasized the importance of self-awareness, compassion, and inner transformation. And to end the news, here are the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address the nation at 8 this evening. India says the fight was with terrorists and their infrastructure, not Pakistan military. India destroys terror bases, exposes Pakistan's air defenses in Operation Sindoor. And on International Nurses Day, Temsusenla Aier says nurses are the backbone in all healthcare institutions. And that is all we have in this evening news bulletin. We will be back with the morning English news at 7:30 tomorrow. Good night.